Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, Jen. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Okay, so today I'm going to be covering Lesson 40. And so Lesson 40, just a quick little review, has general word outlines. And under A, it says the following word endings do not cause any conflicts. All of these words are written as sounded. Since words are not always pronounced the same, some of these words have optional outlines. Some are given below. Other options can be found in the professional dictionary. So it is review week, so I'm going to try and give you all a test, have one up, you know, in jury charge lit, try and give you all some tests this week, okay? So Jen, since we're recording in advance, what I'd probably do is maybe put 2 of them up tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll let you know in advance. I'll, you know, maybe in tomorrow's class, I'll do 2 tests or something like that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sure. And so other options can also be found in the professional dictionary. So we've got words like on page 295, breakage is break-age. You've got image is image. So all words ending in AGE are AJ. Marriage is 1 stroke. Vintage is vintage or vintage, however you hear it. Wreckage. And then words ending in ARD are ARD. So blizzard. You've got coward, that way, or coward, however you hear it. You've got leopard, mallard, mustard, or must-ard, however you hear it. Horrid, rancid, rapid, rigid, timid. Yeah, you can write timid in 1 stroke, T-I-M-D, timid. You don't have to come back like the book has. Words ending in IK are written IK by itself or with the consonant. So logic is lodge-ick. Hectic is hect-ick. Rustic is rust-ick. And then maverick is maverick. Okay? So I know that you probably heard me recording this, but I just want to cover it with the machine so y'all can see how the words are written. You've got words ending in IS, basis, hypnosis, novice. I think you can write that 1 stroke. Yes, you can write novice in 1 stroke, not 2, like the book shows. Service is SFS. That's a brief service. Words ending in OCK, buttock. You can write that way or butt talk. Epic, EP, come back okay. Paddock, okay. Words ending in OM, you can leave the OM by itself or include it with the consonant. So you have blossom, idiom, seldom. Okay? Bishop, words ending in OP, you can leave the OP by itself, bishop. You've got gallop, gal, come back, OP. Okay? Oh, that didn't come out. So let's see, gallop, G-A-L, come back, O-P, okay? Pre-op, pre, come back, O-P. You have words ending in O-T, you can leave the O-T by itself. Ballot, ballot, riot, O-T. Zealot, zel, come back, O-T. You got to put the asterisk in for the Z. Words ending in U-M, forum, F-O-R-U-M. Possum, P-O-S-S-U-M. Sternum, sternum. Any questions, Jen?
No.
No? Okay. And so going on to page 296, you've got under B, because the following endings can also begin words, include a consonant on the final stroke when possible. Even if you hear the consonant on the previous stroke, this will avoid any word boundary confusion. So examples are like stomach, and that way you don't get any conflicts. So we have words ending in AK. You have to, you can leave the AK by itself or put a consonant. Kodak is Kodak. Stomach is stomach. I think there's a brief for stomach, maybe not. Oh, STUM is a brief for stomach, if you like that. Zodiac is zodiac. Okay. And then words ending in AR, you can include it with the consonant. Seller is cell, KREL, LAR. Pillar, pillar. Solar, solar. Okay. Words ending in EM, anthem, you can leave the EM by itself or include it with the consonant. Anthem. Modem is modem. Totem, totem. Okay. Words ending in IF. So there's some good briefs on here. You have bailiff is BLF. Plaintiff, PLF. Sheriff, SHRF. Okay. Pontiff is pontiff. Tariff is tariff. And then we have C. The following endings are more commonly used as word beginnings, plus AD is also the word ADD. Therefore, always include a consonant on the final stroke. So you have ballad is BAL, come back LAD. Nomad is nomad. Salad, salad. Okay? Make sure you go over everything to yourselves. Dallas is a brief. The city, Dallas, is SDALS? No. Like that. DLAS is Dallas. If you like that, write it down, and that way you can have it. You will hear Dallas a lot. You have words, menace is menace, palace is palace, terrace is terrace. Okay? Going on, any questions, Jen?
No.
Okay. Under D, the following two endings are also common words. So UND is understood, so I would highly recommend you write these words so that you can practice them and learn them. Understood, UND. Aid is aid. That's how you write it. So you have words like Band-Aid. You're going to write band with an asterisk in the first stroke, aid. Just think of that. You want to attach it, so you put the asterisk in. If there was, or the asterisk as the hyphen. You have crusade is crusade. Stockade is stockade. Okay? Under E, words ending in EAU and EAUX are written as follows. So you have bow is B long O with an asterisk. Bows, B long O Z with an asterisk to make it plural. Bureau is bureau. Bureaus, bureaus. So just what you hear is what you write. A chateau is chateau. It's SH because it's pronounced like an SH. So chateau, and then you've got chateaus, chateaus. Okay, it'll change the spelling for you. Tableau, tableau, oops, sorry, tableau. And then tableaus, tableaus. Okay, so just what you hear. Under F, words ending in NX are written as follows. Links, L-I-N-G-S. Okay, anything ending in an NX is written N-G-S. Phalanx, phalanx. Pharynx, you can write either way. I would pick the one stroke, F-A-R-N-G-S. Sphinx, one stroke. Okay, so make sure you know how to write those. And then, of course, you've got your word exercise, your paragraphs, and I just wanted to cover that. There's some more paragraphs. Don't forget the briefs at the bottom of the pages. I'm going to start with 303. Productive is product for product, come back IV. Difficulty, difficult, come back TI. So difficult is D-I-F-L-T. Discourage is dis and then courage. Make sure you know these. Going backwards onto accident is S-D-E-N-T. Environment, I like it, is V long I-R-M-T. Environmental, you write environment and then come back T-A-L because you can't leave the A-L by itself. You've got manufacture is M-F-R. Pollutant, pollutant. Such as is such with an S. That have, T-H-A-F. Which can, which is K-H-K. For which can. And then you have perhaps is praps, P-R-A-P-S. on the bottom of 300. And then you've got, I think that's it. Any questions, Jen?
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with lesson 37 as a review. And so I'm going to dictate some words from lesson 37 and just let me know. They're from your homework sheet, Jen, if you have any questions, okay, over any of it?
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Lesson 37. Don't forget to keep going over your books. Everything needs to be instilled very, very nicely. You can't remember it all, so it's nice to just keep going over it and be redundant about it, okay? So lesson 37 deals with suffixes and other word endings. Remember, words ending in full is FL, final FL, if you can put it in one stroke. You have fully words are written FLI. Anything like gainfully, come back FLI. I'm on page 263. Cupful is FL, final FL, for anything ending in a full. Ish words are written IRB, like stylish, style, come back IRB. All less words on 264 are written LES to make it one word, blameless. Come back blame, come back less, LES. Leslie is written LES, come back LI. So let's say the word is aimlessly, aimlessly. You've got the word less is written LESZ to separate it, okay? Words ending in mint are written MT. So let's say, for example, the word moment, moat. Impairment, IM, you get the M first, and impairment, okay? If the MT doesn't fit on that stroke, just write it as a separate stroke. So let's say, for example, resentment, resentment. Put it on the third stroke, resentment, okay? You've got words with the medial ment or with multiple endings are written as follows. So you've got document is document, okay? Words, fragment is frag, come back ment. Words ending in ishment are written SHMT. So astonishment is A-ston, ishment is SHMT. Words ending in NES is NS with an asterisk. So boldness is boldness, NS asterisk. Words ending in lessness are written LES. So carelessness is careless and then NS asterisk. Carefulness, words ending in fullness is FLNS asterisk. So truthfulness is truth. And then fullness is FLNS asterisk. To words ending in ishness are written SHNS asterisk. So cover this over and over, you all, till you just know it by heart. You have lavishness, lav, and then ishness is SHNS asterisk. Words ending in some are written initial SM, so you have handsome. But the word some, I need some, is written SOM to separate it. Someness, like gruesomeness, is GRU, GR long U, and then someness is SM and S asterisk. Okay? Going on. Gram words are just gram, GRM. GRAM, so anagram is angram. Words ending in graph is GRAF, so telegraph is telegraph. Ology is OLG, so like, for example, criminology is criminology. You can include the consonant or leave the OLG by itself. Ologist is OLGS asterisk. So can I leave it by itself? I think you can. So like you have sociologist is sociologist. Okay? Jen, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, Jen, sorry. And then you've got Cs and cis. So basis is just bay, cis, S-I-S for the ending. Bases is bay, Cs. S long E Z for C's, okay, for the plural of basis. Going on. Logical, words ending in logical and logically. So you've got logical is stroked out. So like neurological is neurological. Logically, pathologically is KLI. Itis words are long ITS by itself or with the consonant. So we have hepatitis, hepatitis. Okay? Any questions, Jen?
No.
Okay. And so what I'm going to do now, Jen, is I'm going to dictate from your word list, okay? From your homework sheet. This is all words from lesson 37. Ask me if you don't know how to stroke them, Jen.
Okay.
Find a focal point, and here we go. Lesson 37. Laryngitis, neuroses, demography, radiology, technologist, meteorologist, bursitis, fungus, tonsillitis, geologist, impairment. Remember that's REB. Necessity, immediate, apartment, doubtful, money. Oops, sorry about that. You have bashful, you have service, terrible, and remember terrible is TERBL, program, omission, supposing, article, dutiful, exhibit, arthritis, sedimentation, errors, movement, diagram, pornographic, mythological, ecology, cloudless, agenda, distinguish. Remember that's DWIRB. DWIRB. Wholesome, kilograms, easy, government, handsome, itinerary, pornography. Any questions, Jen?
I can't get itinerary to come out right.
Okay. Itinerary is long itinerary.
Oh, I was doing
Long itinerary. Anything else, Jen?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. And so these will be for readback, Jen, the next group. Okay. So if you want to mark your notes. And here we go. This is for readback. Pornographic, diagram, movement, errors, sedimentation, arthritis, exhibit, dutiful, article, supposing, omission, program, terrible, service, bashful, money, doubtful, apartment, immediate, necessity, remember, impairment. I'm ready when you are, Jen.
Okay. Pornographic, diagram, movement,
Uh-huh.
sedimentation.
Did you say errors?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Sorry, you didn't hear me. Arthritis,
Yes.
exhibit, dutiful, article, supposing, omission, program, terrible, service, bashful, money, doubtful, apartment, immediate, necessity, remember, impairment.
Perfect. Very good. Jen, any questions on any of those?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is dictate the sentences, and let me give you some words that come out, okay, Jen? Assignment, sleepless, dilemma, kitten, lawyer, witness, you've got collection, rubbish, you've got responsible, do you think, you've got product, I was, he was, of the, to the. Do you write to the in one stroke, Jen?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And so this is going to be then, Jen. Any questions on anything there?
Dilemma.
Okay, it's dilemma is D-I-L, dilemma. No? There it is. D-I, short I, L-E-M-M-A. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Okay, and so this is not at any particular speed. I'm just going to dictate some sentences from your homework sheet, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Did you finish your math assignment yet? I have spent several sleepless nights pondering this dilemma. Our new kitten is very playful. The lawyer handed the document to the witness. The rubbish collection is on Tuesdays in our area. In the stillness of the darkness, the vastness of the wilderness seemed infinite. The rubbish collection is on Tuesdays. I was speechless when he told me he was shameless when it comes to loving me. Do you think the medication is responsible for her forgetfulness? I was breathless after having climbed 5 flights of stairs. Their history professor instructed them to put the events in chronological order. The wholesomeness of that product makes it popular with parents. The young child was restless in the waiting room. Any questions, Jen?
No.
Okay, and so this is going to be sentences, and it's with the question, answer, and I'll read them both to you, okay? I'll just say question, answer, question, answer. And so words that come out, you have Miss Jones, statement, government, environment, EPA, yes sir, department, conduct, advertisements, development, equipment, elements, arrangements, judgment, management, requirements, payment. Any questions on anything there, Jen?
No.
Okay.
EPA,
And this is,
EPA just has to be like,
I would write E and then PA like that. RBGS
okay.
with an asterisk to attach it. Oops, I put a question mark at the end of that, but it's just EPA.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. The second and third have the asterisk, so it'll attach it. And this is at no speed, okay? Make sure you include question and answer, and I'll read them. Question, Miss Jones, did I understand from your statement that you are employed by the government department which deals with issues of the environment? Answer, yes, I work for the EPA. Question, and did the department conduct an investigation into the activities of the Leonard M. Hudson Corporation? Answer, yes, sir, we did. Question, and what was your assessment? Answer, their advertisements had mentioned the development of some equipment utilizing elements harmful to the environment. We made arrangements to seize incoming shipments. Question, were any violations revealed? Answer, in my judgment, the management did not comply with requirements and should either make payment or face imprisonment. Anything there, Jen?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and so remember you all, whenever you're hitting the question, you don't have to put a question mark at the end of the question. It'll automatically know to put the question mark, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do, Jen, is I'm gonna go over your W briefs, finish up the book. And so W briefs, they're in your handouts under briefs, ABC briefs, and it's broken up into 2 files. So let me start covering some of these briefs and I'll write them on my machine, okay, Jen?
Okay.
So here we go. I want you to finish this book so you guys have all the briefs. And make sure that you print up those handouts. Very useful, very helpful. So we have Washington, D.C. is WASH is for Washington. DZ is the DZ for the D.C. 1 stroke. Westbound, you're going to hear that a lot, is WB with an asterisk. Think of the W for the west, the B for the bound. You want it 1 word, so you put the asterisk. West Virginia is WF twice with an asterisk. Think of the west for the W, the V is the F asterisk for the beginning initials of West Virginia. Tell me if I'm going too quick, Jen.
Okay. I have them, so.
Oh, you have the sheet with you?
I have the sheet, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And then you have welcome is WK, initial W, final K. Wasn't, WUNT. I like this. Weather conditions, it's going to give it to you plurals, WEX. Words, WR, you already know that. Wednesday, WENZ. You've got wasn't, WUNT. Whether or not, WHRORNT. Westbound traffic. This is a good one. WB, because that's westbound. Maybe not. Sorry, WB is westbound. So put the T in its westbound traffic. I like that a lot. What happened? WHAPD. Warden, prison warden, WARND. One stroke. Would you please tell is a good one. WOUPL, which is the MTS. Oh, it's not coming out. Is yours coming out, Jen?
No.
Okay, so what I would do, you all, is I would highlight it since it's green. Control D, because you want to put it in your, your dictionary. You're going to type in the English portion of how you want it to come out. So WOULD, you please tell. Make sure that when you type it in that it's correctly spelled, and then okay. So next time I stroke it, it's going to come out.
Do you usually put it like a capital W, or do you keep it all lowercase?
I think it's just they capitalized it because it's the beginning of the sentence.
Okay, but when you
Okay, so it's just going to be lowercase.
oh, lowercase. Okay.
I mean, you know, it usually starts off a sentence like that. Would you please tell us your name? So I would just leave it like that, Jen, because when you put the period prior to that, it'll capitalize it automatically.
Okay. That's
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you.
And then you've got, what is your name? I like this, WHAURN. What is your occupation? You're going to hear this a lot, WHAURX. Where do you live? I don't even know that, but that's a good one, WROUL. Where do you work? WROURK. Where are, WRR. Going on to the next page. Wait a minute, W long A. I like the long A and T. You could also write WIMT. Will you please tell? LUMTS. So it doesn't come out again. So I'm going to leave it in lowercase because if you put a period, it'll capitalize it. So Control D, and it's will you please tell? WILLU, please tell. Enter. Okay. You've got what he is WHAE. What he, WHAE. What could is WHAKD. Where was, WRFS. You've got will you describe, I like this, LUDZ. So will you describe is L, because it starts with the will. That's how you write will. You describe, would you describe, you might want to write this down, maybe it comes out too, WOUDZ. So you want to know those. Would you repeat, WOURPT. What was, WHAFS. Would you repeat the question, WOURPGS. What were, WHARP. White House, WHOUS. If you want it capitalized, put the asterisk in if you're talking about the White House in Washington, D.C. Workers, sorry, there is no for workmen's compensation. Workers' compensation is WOFRPGS. You've got Wisconsin, WI, twice with an asterisk, short I. Wyoming, W long I twice with an asterisk. Just think Wisconsin is a short I, Y is a long I. So that's why you'll use the long I. So I'm going to dictate these. Any questions, Jen?
No.
Okay. And then I'll do it with some speed, okay, at 60, 70, and 80. Here we go. I'm just going to give you the word. If you don't remember, ask me, Jen.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Washington, D.C., westbound, West Virginia. Welcome. Weather conditions. Wednesday. What happened? wasn't, warden, whether or not, westbound traffic. What happened? Would you please tell? What is your name? Were. What is your age? What is your occupation? Where do you live? Where do you work? Where are? Wait a minute. Will you please tell? What he? What could? Where was? What else? Whatever. Will you describe? Would you repeat? What was? Would you repeat the question? White House, Wisconsin. Workers' compensation, Wyoming. Any questions, Jen, on any of them or how to help you remember them?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to dictate at 60, 70 words a minute, incorporating the briefs. I know it's hard, but you know, you can always go back and listen to it again. It's just good to kind of just practice with the briefs while you look at them and then make your flashcards. Okay, Jen?
Okay.
Here we go. I'm going to start at 60. After leaving Washington, D.C., I was traveling westbound, headed for West Virginia. I saw the welcome sign, but I wasn't sure I was on the right road as the weather conditions were extremely poor. It was a Wednesday, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was headed west. Suddenly, the westbound traffic came to a stop. What happened was something that happens in movies. I turned on the car radio and heard the prison warden saying that a convict had escaped and was carrying a weapon. Would you please tell us if you have seen a man in an orange suit walking on the highway? Policemen were walking from car to car, searching each vehicle. They were also asking lots of questions. What is your name? What is your age? What is your occupation? Where do you live? Where do you work? Where are you going? Wait a minute, I said. Will you please tell us what he looks like? What could we do to help? Where was he headed? What else can we do? We will do whatever you ask. Will you describe his size? Would you repeat his height and weight? What was his crime? The policeman said, would you repeat the question? What were his crimes? I repeated. If I recall, said the officer, he was a White House aide from Wisconsin, charged with workers' compensation fraud, and he's headed to relatives in Wyoming. Was that hard, Jen?
Parts of it were, yeah.
I know, because you still have to learn the briefs. But
Yeah.
let me give you, weapon is WEP. Policeman is plem. If I say policeman, it's plam. Think the A, plam, is for the policeman. Policemen, plural, plem. Anything else, Jen, that came out?
Nope.
Okay. And this is going to be, Jen, at 70, okay? If you have to drop, just remember what you have to get it correctly. 70 words a minute. After leaving Washington, D.C., I was traveling westbound, headed for West Virginia. I saw the welcome sign, but I wasn't sure I was on the right road, as the weather conditions were extremely poor. It was a Wednesday, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was headed west. Suddenly, the westbound traffic came to a stop. What happened was something that happens in movies. I turned on the car radio and heard the prison warden saying that a convict had escaped and was carrying a weapon. Would you please tell us if you have seen a man in an orange suit walking on the highway? Policemen were walking from car to car, searching each vehicle. They were also asking lots of questions. What is your name? What is your age? What is your occupation? Where do you live? Where do you work? Where are you going? Wait a minute, I said. Will you please tell us what he looks like? What could we do to help? Where was he headed? What else can we do? We will do whatever you ask. Will you describe his size? Would you repeat his height and weight? What was his crime? The policeman said, would you repeat the question? What were his crimes? I repeated. If I recall, said the officer, he was a White House aide from Wisconsin, charged with workers' compensation fraud, and he's headed to relatives in Wyoming. And I think if I recall is F-I-R-L, yes. So if I recall F-I-R-L. Any questions, Jen, on anything there?
Nope.
Okay, so aid that's the aid, but this is the other aid, AED, okay? That's the aid that we want in this case. This is gonna be at 80 words a minute. After leaving Washington, D.C., I was traveling westbound, headed for West Virginia. I saw the welcome sign, but I wasn't sure I was on the right road as the weather conditions were extremely poor. It was a Wednesday, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was headed west. Suddenly, the westbound traffic came to a stop. What happened was something that happens in movies. I turned on the car radio and heard the prison warden saying that a convict had escaped and was carrying a weapon. Would you please tell us if you have seen a man in an orange suit walking on the highway? Policemen were walking from car to car, searching each vehicle. They were also asking lots of questions. What is your name? What is your age? What is your occupation? Where do you live? Where do you work? Where are you going? Wait a minute, I said. Will you please tell us what he looks like? What could we do to help? Where was he headed? What else can we do? We will do whatever you ask. Will you describe his size? Would you repeat his height and weight? What was his crime? The policeman said, would you repeat the question? What were his crimes? I repeated. If I recall, said the officer, he was a White House aide from Wisconsin, charged with workers' compensation fraud, and he's headed to relatives in Wyoming. Don't forget, y'all, what else is WHA, what's in there, and then ELS. You hear that a lot. Any questions, Jen?
No.
Okay, and this will be for read back, Jen, okay? How was that speed? Too fast?
And I think I got most of it, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do this for read back at 70 and 80, okay?
Okay.
After leaving Washington, D.C., I was traveling westbound, headed for West Virginia. I saw the welcome sign, but I wasn't sure I was on the right road, as the weather conditions were extremely poor. It was a Wednesday, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was headed west. Suddenly, the westbound traffic came to a stop. What happened was something that happens in movies. I turned on the car radio and heard the prison warden saying that and so it was at 70 and 80, Jen.
Okay. After leaving Washington, D.C., I was traveling westbound, headed for West Virginia. I saw the welcome sign, but I wasn't sure I was on the right road, as the weather conditions were extremely poor. It was a Wednesday, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was headed west.
Good. This is where it's 80, Jen. Good job.
Okay. Suddenly
Quick stroke.
westbound, W asterisk BT.
Okay, westbound is WB. So if you have the T in there, what is that for?
Oh, traffic.
Uh-huh.
Came to a stop. What happened was something that happens in movies.
In the movies?
Okay. The movies.
Oh, no, it's right. In movies, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Jen.
It's okay. I turned on the car radio and heard the prison warden saying that a
Very good, Jen. That's awesome. So keep listening to your recordings. Make sure you make your flashcards and just keep going over all the lessons in the book, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Great job, Jen. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Okay, bye.